Alright, and this is another well-designed stage, and a fairly difficult one. This is not a stage you'll want to go to first. This opening section can be very tricky. We've got shielded enemies, we've got these enemies that come out of the ground and try to take you down with them. This is where I really like the skull barrier. Drill bomb is nice on the shielded enemies. And so, a lot of weapon flipping, but if you have the appropriate special weapons, it's a really great place to make good use of them. Oh, he avoided that. I didn't avoid those two. And now we'll show off the dive missile as it kind of homes in on enemies. Sometimes you do have to be careful as it chases the projectiles sometimes, the little propellers, and it's not as useful as you would always like it to be, but it's still pretty decent nonetheless. And there's Eddie, and he's giving us a knee tank this time. And then we get to this section with these compressors. I'm just going to rapid fire a little bit through here. Just because I can. This part right here is the trickiest part. You will want to eliminate all of those. A charge shot can take down several blocks, and you can slide through there if necessary. And now we have a giant gumball machine, because why not? It's Mega Man. We can have silly enemies like that. But just like the big hopper enemies, one shot from, or two shots rather, from the drill bomb will take them out. And now we have some junk that's on fire down there. I just thought that was a really interesting design. Dustman is weak to the ring boomerang. I don't know why. Maybe because if you like it, then you put a ring on it, or something. Okay, Dustman didn't like that joke either. Dustman, not too difficult to dodge, just jump straight up over the his Dust Crusher attack. He can also jump too, but he didn't want to demonstrate that there. And for that we get the Dust Crusher, which is another fairly powerful weapon in terms of damage output. And now we'll go on to Pharaoh Man. Pharaoh Man, he's one of my favorite robot masters out of any Mega Man game to fight. He's definitely in the top two rather. Now, Pharaoh Man stage, we have this Quicksand. Dust Crusher is good against these Scorpion robots. And we have these annoying little bee enemies up in the air. You can take those out with the dive missile or just avoid them. Dust Crusher or just shooting those guys. You can't shoot them in the tail because that won't work on them, so just shoot them in the face. Too bad we can't punch them in the face. And we have a somewhat hidden passage over here. Aww. One-up sink in the quicksand. Don't let yourself sink too much in the quicksand. That's not good for your robo health. And for that we get the B, or balloon adapter. It creates balloons much like Item 1 from Mega Man 2. I'm just going to ignore that bat. Ow, that wasn't nice. This section is probably the most difficult section in Pharaoh Man's stage. You've got those platforms, and if you miss your jump, you're probably going to die to spikes. Just ignore all these bats. I like that we're inside of a pyramid. It's another well-designed stage. Then we have mummies, we've got bats, we've got things that you'd expect from this kind of a robot master. And now we're at Pharaoh Man. One thing I really like about fighting Pharaoh Man, not only does he have an uneven floor, but he also battles almost like a human AI would. He kind of bounces all over, somewhat unpredictable. He has a charged attack, which I want to get away from here. And it's just a fun battle overall. You can make it a really easy battle if you use the Bright Man's weapon, the Flash Stopper, but we don't have that yet. You can jump over him when he's on that ledge there, and you can still jump over his charged attack. For that we get the Pharaoh Shot, one of the more powerful weapons in the game. I feel like I've said that already. The Pharaoh Shot, you form this sphere of Pharaoh energy above you, which can take out enemies, and then you can also blast it, and there's some neat tricks you can do with it too. But we'll be showing those neat tricks next time.